an ingredient in most pre-workouts that really helps with increased blood flow into the muscle, therefore helping you transport more amino acids into the muscle, which, like I said before, leads to more muscle gains.
What's up guys, it is Joseph Rakic here from josephrakicfitness.com, and today in this video I'm going to show you 7 secrets on how to increase your skin tearing muscle pumps. Now why would you want to increase your muscle pump? Well, the reason being is because muscle pumps are so crucial and so beneficial to getting more muscle gains. Now you're probably thinking, how is that true? Well, the more blood that you can get into your muscle allows for more amino acid uptake. So basically what that means is the more blood that gets shuttled into the muscle, the more amino acids get shuttled in there as well. Amino acids are the building blocks of muscle. When you consume a meal of protein, that protein gets broken down into amino acids, and amino acids then build the muscle. So having a better muscle pump allows for more amino acids to get into the muscle, which therefore increases muscle protein synthesis. In simple terms, more gains. My secret number 1 for increasing muscle pumps in the gym is having a high carbohydrate based meal 2 hours before you go to the gym. Now you're probably thinking, why 2 hours? Reason for that is because you want to let that meal digest all those nutrients to get absorbed and the carbohydrates to get into your muscle in the form of glycogen. So before I head to the gym, I'm having my pre-workout meal, which is 250 grams of red and white rice and some tuna, as well as a banana for some potassium. Now, this meal here is roughly about 84 grams of carbohydrates, and it doesn't have to be rice. It could be oats, it could be some sweet potato, it could be some red potato. Whatever it is, you just need a good source of carbohydrates. Now the reason that carbohydrates help out with your muscle pump is because carbs get turned into glucose, which gets stored as glycogen in the muscle. The more glycogen you have in the muscle, the more fuller effect of the muscle you're going to get, which is called cell volumization. So the more glycogen you have in the muscle, the better muscle pumps you're going to be getting in the gym. And that is why I advise having a big carbohydrate meal 2 hours prior to going to the gym. Okay, and secret number 2 for increasing muscle pumps in the gym, it's an easy one and it's still in the kitchen. That is increasing your sodium intake by adding more salt to your foods. So I'm using pink Himalayan salt, and the reason I'm using pink Himalayan salt over table salt or over sea salt is just because it's got more trace minerals in that. But using any form of salt is fine because what you want is that sodium. Now I know a lot of people are scared of sodium, but for someone that's training hard and sweating a lot, you're actually excreting a lot of that sodium through sweat. So you want to make sure you put sodium or salt on all of your meals to make sure your sodium levels are high. Now, how does sodium basically increase your muscle pump? Sodium increases your muscle pump by allowing more blood flow to the muscle. It allows more fluid uptake to the muscle. Therefore, it creates a crazy skin tight muscle pump that literally pushes your muscles against the skin. If your diet is low in sodium and your potassium levels are low as well, what you'll notice is a quite flat and deflated feeling. It's not until you have a high carbohydrate and high sodium meal that you really swell up and your muscles just absorb all that water and get tight, and that's when you get some crazy, insane, out of this world muscle pumps. Alright, so we're just about to head off to the gym right now, but I thought it's time for me to share secret number 3 with you guys for increasing your muscle pumps. So secret number 3 is you want to be drinking lots and lots of water. Reason being is because you want to stay hydrated. Now the human body is made up of 70 to 80% of water, so it only makes sense to drink a lot of water because a lot of that water is actually stored inside your muscles. Now, as I shared with you in the previous secret, consuming lots of salt and lots of sodium is very important. Now, that salt and sodium is important because it helps transport the fluid into your blood system, which allows for a better muscle pump. But if you're not consuming the fluid, which is the water, you're simply not going to get the muscle pump from consuming that salt and sodium. So make sure you drink a lot of water, make sure you stay hydrated, and you're gonna get some crazy muscle pumps that are full as.
Alright guys, and secret number 4 to increasing your muscle pumps in the gym is to supplement with CITRULLINE malate. Now, CITRULLINE malate is an ingredient in most pre-workouts that really helps with increased blood flow into the muscle, therefore helping you transport more amino acids into the muscle, which, like I said before, leads to more muscle gains. Now, most common pre-workouts contain around 2 grams of CITRULLINE malate, but in order to get the actual effects of CITRULLINE malate, the actual skin-tearing muscle pumps, you want to be supplementing at least 3 grams of CITRULLINE malate at a time. Now you can buy this ingredient just online as a sole ingredient, or you can find a pre-workout that has a high dosage of CITRULLINE malate. Just make sure that it's more than 3 grams. My pre-workout here, Rakic Rage, because I know how important CITRULLINE malate is for crazy muscle pumps, I went and I put 6 grams of CITRULLINE malate in my pre-workout, so you can be guaranteed to get skin-tearing muscle pumps from using some Rakic Rage. But that's it guys, CITRULLINE malate is the best single standalone ingredient for getting those crazy muscle pumps. But again, it needs to be dose dependent, at least 3 grams. Do that and you will be surprised. You'll be literally blown away.
Alright guys, we are back in the kitchen for secret number 5 to increase your muscle pumps. And that is supplementing with creatine monohydrate. Now you're probably thinking, why am I taking creatine after the gym? Shouldn't I be taking it before the gym to get the effects of it to feel the pump? Well, as a matter of fact, creatine doesn't actually work like that. The way creatine works, or the way caffeine works, for example, you take caffeine, within 20-30 minutes, you feel the effects of that caffeine. Creatine, on the other hand, it doesn't work like that. It works completely different. The way that creatine works is your muscle cells need to be fully saturated with creatine. And to saturate your muscles with creatine, all you need to do is just make sure that you take it on a consistent basis. So every single day, take 5 to 10 grams of creatine monohydrate, and after a month's time of doing so, your muscles will be fully saturated with creatine, and then you'll get all the effects of creatine, which is increased strength, increased endurance, increased power output, helps with fatigue, and the most important thing is creatine holds more water in the muscle cell, giving you the appearance of muscle fullness. Now, like I mentioned in one of the previous secrets to increasing your muscle pump, more fluid in the bloodstream allows for a better muscle pump. Creatine helps you keep that water in the muscle, therefore allowing a much better, tighter, skin-tearing muscle pump. So if you're gonna take creatine, make sure you take it every single day. The time of the day you take it, whether it be first thing in the morning, pre-workout, post-workout, is completely up to you. Just make sure it is consistent. Alright guys, secret number 6 for increasing your muscle pumps. And that secret that I'm about to share with you is static stretching. Now, you're probably thinking, how is static stretching going to help me with my muscle pump? Well, for those of you that don't know, a static stretch is basically a stretch where you hold the stretch for 20 to 30 seconds. And the reason this is so effective for increasing your muscle pumps is because when you're performing a static stretch, you're actually stretching the fascia of the muscle. Stretching the fascia allows for more muscle growth, and it also allows for more blood flow into the muscle when you train it. Now, you don't have to static stretch before you train. You can static stretch at any time of the day. All you have to do is just perform those static stretches on a consistent basis. Do that, and over time you're going to stretch the fascia of the muscle. Then when it comes time to train that muscle, you're going to allow for more blood flow into that muscle, which is going to create for more skin tight, insane muscle pumps.
Bro, Joseph, what are you doing? We haven't finished our secrets.
Hey? What do you mean?
We haven't finished the 7th secret.
Yeah, this is the 7th secret.
What?
This is the 7th secret that I'm doing right now.
What's that?
Getting rest. For those of you that don't know and don't understand, the secret to getting a crazy muscle pump is the muscle needs to be fully rested and fully recovered. if you've ever trained a certain muscle group 2-3 times in a row, you'll notice you cannot get a muscle pump, and that's because the muscle fibers are still ripped and still damaged. So the most important thing out of all of the 7 secrets that I've shared with you is allowing your muscles to fully recover before you train them next. And the best way to get your muscles to recover is when you are asleep. I advise sleeping at least 6 to 8 hours per night, more if you can, to really allow your muscles to fully recover. When your muscles are fully recovered, then next time you're in the gym, they're going to get a much better pump than if they were not fully recovered. So recovery is the actual #1 top secret for increasing your skin tearing tight muscle pumps. Anyway, I'm going to continue secret number 7, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video.